Hey, YouTube. Well, finally, CNN is starting to show some balls. I've noticed a distinct difference in the reporting lately. Now, of course, the airwaves are buzzing with this latest fiasco of Trump's, perhaps one of his biggest, when he was in Helsinki, bowing down to the mighty Putin. Well, I've noticed something distinctly different about the way CNN is covered. They're outwardly hostile towards him now. You see, this relationship is going back quite a ways with the press thing. First of all, I don't know if people remember, but Trump used the press. The press helped put him into office. Now, they don't see it that way. It's on them. I remember Trump bragging about getting unlimited coverage. He would call in to CNN while they were on the air. MSNBC would call into all of these Democratic stations, right? And of course, his friend Fox, who he actually plays golf with the commentators and so forth. Shouldn't there be a conflict of interest? Anyway, he was all over the damn place, and everybody was covering Trump, and for free, he would brag about how free it was, which would come in handy because I don't think that man has $11 billion. Because that's what he brags about. Now, he uses hyperbole for everything else. Everything else is always the biggest, the greatest, the most wonderful thing that ever happened in history. No one's ever done this. Everything is hyperbole. Why would he tell the truth about his income? I don't think Donald Trump's worth anything like no. I'll be surprised if he's a well-off millionaire. I think it's all hyperbole. And I believe that there's a way that this child is preparing to pull a whole lot of money out of this presidency. There's got to be some connection. So we don't know why he's so involved with Russia. My suspicion is, allegedly, let's cover it, Putin has got information because his son said years ago that they were getting their money from Russia. Now, they deny that. Why would he say it if it wasn't true? American banks had so many bad experiences with Trump that no one would lend him money. So he had been getting money before he ran for president. And Putin claims, I never heard of him. I don't know anything about him. I didn't know he was in my country. I didn't know shit. So for Trump to go and demand to have 2 hours alone with this dictator, 2 hours alone with Putin when no one could hear. How could you do that blatant right in people's face and think it doesn't look? I mean, we already suspecting you. There's already 100 people investigating you about your relationship with Russia. And in the midst of that time, the whole country is looking at, not only the whole country, the whole world is looking at your relationship with Russia. And did they put you in office in some kind of way? With all this on you, you decided to have a private conversation with Vladimir Putin. Anyway, that's too much for me to unpack. You know, I'm not a professional commentator. But I want to highlight this relationship with cable news. As I said, he used cable news in the beginning. That's why he got all this free publicity. That's why he got on the national stage next to Hillary Clinton. Much of it was because of the media. As soon as he got to be president, he turned on the media who helped put him in office. Then we start coining this phrase, fake news, which everybody's picked up on now. We all hollering about fake news. But Fox is the real news. Stop being so stupid, man. That was so embarrassing. In the midst of all this stuff, Monday, I think it happened. He wouldn't call on the CNN reporter, right? I don't talk to CNN. That's fake news. I mean, the audacity. And then he called immediately on Fox. Fox, I'll listen to you. This person, Donald Trump, is not a serious person. How can you take somebody like that seriously? But I've noticed that now CNN is taking off the gloves. They are no longer trying to pretend to be fair and neutral. They're after him, but it's all his fault. How's he going to go for a year and a half? He's been talking about how worthless they were, how much liars they were. This is the very media who's going to communicate with the rest of the world. They have control of the story, Trump. Why would you pick a fight with every legitimate news organization in America? They're the one to report the news. So now they finally got offended enough that I can see the hostility. I can see it in Anderson Cooper. I can see it. Maybe I shouldn't use name. Well, I don't care. I can see what I see. Lemon. What was the other one? Como. I see all of them. I just watched CNN just today. There's something distinctly different. Of course, we are offended that this crook has gotten into office and everything. But now they finally got it. This is be quiet. Come here. Come here. Come on, get your bum up here. Look at my sweetie face. Hi, sweetie face. Sweetie face. Hold on, daddy. Hold me like this, daddy. Say hello. Hello. I don't like Trump either. I don't like him. I don't like him. He's a monster. Anyway, CNN, every chance he gets, he berates their station. Now, these people this is a business, you know. You trying to, why you going to pick fight with these people who this is how they make their living, is reporting on people like you. So I think it's a dumb move. I think it's a dumb, stupid move. If you're going to court anybody, you should be courting the media like you did when you first got in office. You knew the power of the media when you wanted to become president. You would call them to their shows, give them long, lengthy interviews and all these kind of things when you needed them. You recognized their power when you needed them. And now that you have the power, you think you're going to spit and pee all over these people who essentially put you in office, them and Putin. Put you in office, allegedly. Trump, you present yourself as being a super genius and all this bullshit. I don't even think you're very smart. I think it's stupid to sit up here and try to have an ongoing battle with the very people reporting on you, the very people who are feeding the news to most of the country. I mean, Fox only has a certain amount of audience, right? But for you to get up there and call all other media in the United States bullshit and fake news, and then call out immediately Fox as the real news, that told us that this person cannot be taken seriously. This person got to go. Now I'm going to see how smart America is. I know this is something different. We usually want to respect the presidents and give them their time and all this kind of stuff. But something has to be done. I think the media is going to play a part in this. Of course, it comes down to Congress. But if all that fails, it comes down to us. Voting time. Every single person who does not want this man to continue as president has to vote. We have to each, I know people say, well, it's only one vote. No, if we all do our part, we make a new history. We have to get the Democrats in charge of the House, perhaps the Senate, because they're the only ones that have the power to impeach him. They have to be in office or they can't impeach him. Long as the Republicans got a majority, can't be impeached. Now, it happens anyway. Even when Obama was in office, he started off with the House and the Senate. But first election time is flipped because people like divided government. They don't like one group in charge of everything. Right now, Republicans, they have the House, they have the Senate, and they have the presidency. That usually doesn't go 2 terms, as far as I know. Now, I ain't been around forever, and I'm not a study of political history, but I seem to remember that it generally changes. So, get out and vote. We got to do something about this dude. Now, the media is going to be helping us. Trump, you something else. And then he got this crazy ass story. that when he changed that one word, is that a woulda, shoulda been? And when he changed the word to wouldn't, I don't see why it wouldn't be. That's just the stupidest, dumbest ass lie. He didn't even have enough respect for us, for other people, to realize how ridiculous that story, that cover story is. The sentence no longer makes sense when he says that. And how in the hell he gonna be on the stage, world stage, with Vladimir Putin, knowing the whole, not the whole country, certainly not the place where he was speaking from. The whole world was watching him. And he makes this critical one-word mistake. Mistake. Trump thinks he's the brightest person on earth. Part of him feels that way, and part of him, as usual, with these egomaniacs, probably feels like he's pretty stupid. He probably got called stupid a lot as a child. He's been trying to prove something to his father is going on. He's traumatized by something that makes him so strange. And some people are even suggesting that he might be showing symptoms of dementia. Whatever he is, United States, we have got to stop this. You can't put a reality star in the White House and think he's just going to become this great politician. He ain't no great politician. He never even worked in a soup kitchen. He's never done anything for anybody other than Donald Trump. I don't know why we don't get it. Donald Trump is not interested in America. He's interested in his, me and Donald Trump, the greatest president that ever lived. And frankly, the way he keeps going after Obama, I think that is disgusting. To continually blame everything on Obama. I don't remember any of this kind of scandal when Obama was in office. None of it. None of it. None of it, Trump. You've been in scandal since the day you started. Now let's see what can be done.